What's good, guys? Matt from Duality Gaming here, giving you another video. This one being the second video I've done today, the third one being a Let's Play. This one being kind of a quick video, I hope. I always say that, and then it turns into 6 minutes or whatever. In this video, I'm going to talk about graphical downgrades. This will probably be more touched on in the round table, whenever that happens, hopefully Thursday. Essentially, if you don't know, if you haven't been around this generation, if you just were born yesterday or born post 2013. The PS4, if you're born post 2013, you probably shouldn't be on YouTube. So not PS4. Ubisoft are the most what's the word? They're the biggest culprits of this, so I'm going to talk about them the most. Ubisoft are known for graphically downgrading games. Like, they show you this beautiful piece of gameplay, and and then when you get the finished product, it's not as good as it is. There are a few examples of this. Far Cry apparently was one, but I'm not too much sure on that. Watch Dogs, I remember, and there's a lot of proof about Watch Dogs. If you don't believe me, go look it up. The Division is the new one. The Division is the one that actually sparked me to do this video. And I think some other companies do it, but for the life of me, I can really not remember them. And if I do remember them, or Doris remembers them, or Chris remembers them, anyone who runs the channel, they'll put it in the channel, they'll put it in the comments or whatever. Just list games that look better in trailers than they do in the actual release. Now, the thing is with the Division, apparently this is where it got a bit strange, because they showed us gameplay first in terms of the first trailer, and then showed us in-game engine trailer after. So that's a bit strange. Usually for most companies it's the other way around. And apparently all the gameplay we saw was Xbox One footage, which actually looked beautiful, and then recently looks a bit different. And now apparently it was PC on Ultra. Apparently some people are saying it's downgraded, some people were saying it's PC. Now the problem is, the guy on the Ubisoft panel in the last E3 actually said it was on Xbox One. And now there was a guy that I was watching just now before I did this video that says he was not telling the truth. Well, I'm sorry, but he works at Ubisoft. You don't, mate. You make videos on YouTube, so do I. We have about as much authority as each other. Just you have more subscribers. But at the end of the day, I know that was a bit of a off bit there, but at the end of the day, I'm feeling like this is becoming more of an apparent thing where companies are making their games look beautiful and then downgrading the games. And the thing is, I wouldn't even have that much of an issue with it if they kept it for PC. But as we saw with Watch Dogs, unless I think you had to mod the game to get what it looked like on E3. Unless you modded the game, you weren't even getting what you saw at E3 on PC. And I'm just thinking that people are making these developers are making these games, making them look beautiful, and then downgrading the game, which makes no sense, because surely that would be more development time. But I don't know. But I think it's more of a way of getting people to pre-order the games, as I have mentioned before in the last video, and I will actually put that a video on a link, because usually I do the last two videos, but I'll put it on about pre-orders being a huge issue, and this kind of goes into it a little bit, where they make such a beautiful game, people will just buy it because it looks so great, and people will pre-order it. Now the problem is, obviously, I'm not the hugest of graphics whores, even though Doris thinks I am, and Doris is definitely not a graphics whore. And at the end of the day, obviously I want a game that looks good, because I'm not going to buy a game that looks like an SNES game, no, a NES game. Obviously a NES game on the PS4 would look different, but like, you know what I mean, a game that was from 1983, no, obviously not. I would not want that. That would piss me off if I paid a full price. But at the same time, I would not want to be lied to, because at the end of the day, I know there is false advertisement. If you ever watch the Lynx or Axe advert, in terms of like you spray it and then women come, obviously that's false advertisement, but that's slightly different to the fact of a game, because at the end of the day, it's deodorant against a game. You're looking at this game for hours on end, and if you bought a game on the assumption it was something and then it's not, obviously there's an issue with that. And if you don't believe me, obviously go look at Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs is a massive example of a downgrade. I actually played it once. I'm not playing the game again, but the way it looked at E3 2012 and the way it looked when it came out was two different things. The fucking tree textures in Watch Dogs when it got released looked like a PS2 game. But that's just me, and I feel like, in terms of the Division, I want to come back to this now. The Division being downgraded, it is very likely it probably did get downgraded, because it wouldn't be the first time Ubisoft had done it, and it probably won't be the last time they've done it. And it obviously is a very shady practice, and I actually thought they announced once they were going to stop doing that, but clearly I dreamt that. But it's a very shady practice, because it's misleading a consumer, and it goes into all other kinds of issues. But in my opinion, did the Division get downgraded? Probably yes, it probably did, because it wouldn't surprise me. And people have there are other people saying that it's been downgraded, and everyone has a right to be angry. If you pre-ordered the game thinking it was going to look like that, like yes, it's the next gen, and then you see that, it's like, well, what the fuck? I'd pre-ordered something I didn't really want. Obviously, I'm not saying graphics are the only thing. I'm just saying if you bought a game thinking it would look beautiful and it didn't, you know, you're not really getting the full package. But that's just me. I think Ubisoft probably did like 85% to 90% probably did downgrade the Division. That's just my opinion. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, check out the Facebook, check out the Instagram, and as always, I say to you guys, have a nice day.